Hello everybody, I'm Bateswolf and welcome back to episode 2 of Dark Souls, You Say, I Play, the series where I'll be going through Lordran, playing the game, hopefully being guided by you guys in the comments. For anyone new here that didn't see the first episode, this will be the series where we do a playthrough of Dark Souls and you guys will be guiding me in the comments. For example, you can tell me which boss to do next. If you want to see me use a certain weapon for a certain boss, you want me to take a bit of a different route than you'd normally take to progress through the game. Anything like that, basically. If you want me to do a boss as a challenge, kill it in a certain way. Anything, basically. Like I say, you guys can just suggest it down in the comments. If you're a new viewer that's just stumbled across the video, then feel free to leave a comment there because I'm open to listening. I'll be reading all of the comments, and hopefully I'll be putting them into action. So yeah, feel free to speak down below. I'm really excited for this playthrough, and it seems like a few of you guys were in the comments too. So that's great. It's always nice to see you guys hyped up as much as me for it. So that's great. I really do have to thank you guys for the feedback on the first video. Pardon me there, a bit of a clearing my throat. But yeah, as I do my intro here, I am just looking around Firelink Shrine. It is a beautiful area. I do really like this portion of the game. Just looking around at the scenery, really. I mean, you guys know that already, those of you that have been watching me for a while. And I've got to say, there is a few of you that do consistently show up in the comments. And once again, I will say thank you for that. It's always so fun to read what you guys have got to say, get your suggestions, and, so on, things along those lines. Man, looking at the crow up there, absolutely beautiful. But yeah, getting into things, I didn't actually receive... I mean, I got plenty of comments, at least for my channel, suggesting, or should I say commenting on the video at least, but I didn't get too many suggestions in terms of how to actually proceed, but I did get one that is kind of, interesting. You guys will see, if you've read it, and you know what's going to happen. If you've not read it, well, this should be interesting. For now, yeah, I am kind of walking around. I'm not really progressing anywhere. It's mainly as I, do a bit of talking here. I do like to, as you guys know, ramble a little bit. Get a bit off my chest as we, when we start a video, so to speak. I could have sworn you were used to be able. Yeah, there you go. You can get through there. But no, I will move on as we keep talking here. I won't keep you guys waiting too long. I just love, like I say, looking at the areas and, just taking it slow sometimes and really, taking in the atmosphere and the environment. But yeah, the comments, it was great to hear you guys. Like I say, one of you in particular, which was Sama, was the guy's name in the comments. Thank you very much for it. We will actually be taking on, maybe not taking on your first idea for the playthrough in this episode. And the rest of you guys can see what that's going to be if you don't know already. And the rest of you, I know some of you were wondering about Dark Souls 3. I did actually receive a comment in particular about that from Lord. I am trying to remember your guys' names here as well, but trust me, I'm not the best at, remembering. I do need to see something over and over again, like in terms of a name, to be able to totally remember it. So I do apologize for that, but in time, hopefully I will, get a bit better with remembering your guys' names. But yeah, it was from Lord something, and he was a little bit worried about Dark Souls 3, like, wondering where we are on that playthrough. Are we still playing it? We've been waiting a while for that, and I do totally understand where you're coming from. I do. But no fear, Dark Souls 3 will definitely be returning. We will be continuing with that blind playthrough. Hopefully soon, actually. It's a new me, guys. I am, going to be uploading a bit more over the next few weeks. And hopefully I can stick to that. Of course, I don't like to totally commit sometimes, just because I wouldn't want to, let anyone down. if I don't do that. But no, I am really feeling it at the moment. So, you know, hopefully we will. I will actually be able to stick to that a little bit and keep it going. Because you guys are probably wondering right now, you know, whoa, this is like the third video in the space of like 5 or 6 days. What's going on, Matt? What are you doing? Like I said, it's the new me. I'll be recording more. And yeah, getting back to the original point there. Whoop! Dark Souls 3 will be back for sure. Do not worry about that. But I will be running this playthrough alongside the Dark Souls 3 one because, as you know, it is my favourite game of all time. And when it comes calling, I really do need to play it. This game just, whoa. It gives me everything. There's so much nostalgia. The variety in the environments, I think, is certainly the best as far as the Souls games go. And despite not playing all of Dark Souls 3 yet, it is still above Dark Souls 3 in that sense as well. I mean, it's clear to see, you know, the colour schemes, and really deep variety in environments. You can really tell it's quite far ahead of some of the other games as far as that's concerned. But yeah, proceeding. We will be continuing with Dark Souls 3 alongside this playthrough. No fear. Anything else from the comments that I should bring up from the last episode? Lord wants to see Dark Souls 3. Yeah, I'm not brilliant at remembering. Oh, that was it. Another comment. Fedatello, you've been watching me forever, which is crazy to see that you're still around. It's fantastic to see you here once again. As well as a lot of you guys, actually. It seems to have been here from, you know, right near the start of the Bloodborne playthrough, basically. Which is crazy that it's actually been that long. And you guys are still watching and enjoying the videos, which, once again, I will say thanks for. It's brilliant. But Fedatello made an interesting suggestion as well. Not so much in terms of the gameplay, but... oh. There we go. We'll just watch that without talking over it. It's a beautiful scene, I think. Yeah, not so much as far as the gameplay is concerned, but certainly in terms of lore. That's what he said, or he or she, I should say. I really don't know. Brought up the point that he's not too bothered, particularly what we do on the playthrough. He just wants to see, you know, good gameplay, and hopefully I'm bringing that to you as I take an arrow in the back. And yeah, hopefully I can do that for you. Wants to see some good gameplay along with some lore as well. And don't worry, I've got you back there as well. I do know a lot about this game, much more in fact than the other Souls games, so I should be able to help you out and tie some things in. Probably not in this episode, it's got to be said, but going forward in the future, we will certainly be able to throw a few interesting points in there for you, so don't worry about that. I will try and bring in some character conversations and lore there as well. So that's that. I think that pretty much clears up the comments, although, you know, there was other discussion there as well, but probably not too much relating to this playthrough. People were excited. Fedatello wants to see lore, and yeah, you know the rest, as I've explained. Apologies as well if I do keep clearing my throat here. It is feeling a little bit rough. Not sure why, but it is what it is, you know, can't really help it. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, you know, hopefully that does clear up over the course of this episode, but if not, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm recording a little earlier than I usually would and my throat's still a bit rough from waking up, or, you know, sometimes you just got to clear it. You know how it is. Anyway. But yeah, we will be working our way through the Burg here, towards the Taurus Demon. You guys, you could have suggested Pinwheel for the next boss, because I should also... Whoops. I should also mention as well about the character. We did take the Master Key, so, you know, we can get to a few places before, you know, before we, you know, you usually would. So you guys could have suggested Pinwheel, despite not needing the Master Key for that anyway. You could have took me down to Pinwheel first, or we could ignore the Gaping Dragon, you know, treat that as an optional boss, and you know, just backdoor Blighttown, down to Quelaag, kill that, as well as the gargoyles. You know, if you have a good think about it, there is quite a few different ways you can go, despite the, you know, the more popular paths that people do seem to take through the game. But Taurus Demon has been suggested. and you guys are in for a treat with this. I hope it doesn't disappoint, and I'll need to play a little bit more diligently than I am now. I know I'm taking lazy damage. I guess that's because I feel like I'm not really in too much danger, but that just is what it is, folks. Broken sword there. But yeah, when the time comes, we will tidy up the gameplay a little bit. Don't you worry about that. You know, when I am in danger or when it is necessary, I will switch on. You know, don't you worry. I'll bring the heat to the bosses and the enemies. Let's make this jump. There we go. Oh, okay, no, we do not go. Let's run back around. I don't really need to kill those other guys again. Chuck up some Estus there. And we'll go back down. I can't remember exactly. Oh, it's the crossbow, right? I think it's the crossbow that we get on the other side of that jump. I mean, we will grab it anyway, though I don't think I'm going to be using it unless you guys recommend it. Which does actually remind me of another comment we received on the last video. It was a suggestion, doing a bow-only run. To which I'll have to decline, unfortunately, folks. Due to the fact that I have actually done a couple of full playthroughs using... Okay, this is bad right now. I'm sorry. I'm embarrassing. I have actually done a couple of playthroughs of bow only, including all the DLCs, so I've got nothing to prove there. I've done that on stream a couple of times in the past. So, you know, to keep things fresh for myself as well, I did decline that offer. Though if you want one boss killed with just a bow, that's fine. I can switch it up. It really doesn't need to be just challenges. It can be things, you know, a little bit easier, a little bit zany, something interesting that you'd like to see. There can be some more challenging boss fights, but others, you know, if you just want me to take it in a certain direction, we can certainly do that. And that's pretty much that, folks. Wait, am I... Okay, I really don't want to get on people's nerves right now with this. I could have sworn I was close enough to the edge there. I don't know what was going on. Really? I mean, this is probably driving you guys insane now, so I do apologise for that, but we will actually make that jump. If I fail on this next one, then that's that. I'm not going to go for it. And we'll move on. But we will just talk to the Undead Merchant right now.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
You got to love some of the voice acting and laughing from the characters in this game. We'll buy a few of the more standard items. Residence key we'll go for. Though probably not as necessary, considering we've got the master key. But we'll grab it anyway. Well as the bottomless box. Anything else? We don't really... I might buy some armor, actually, just so we have actually... You know, got something to wear instead of just nothing. You know, something a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Buckler, favourite shield in the game. I will use that for now. And... Let's see if we can cover up our chest a little bit, and also our head. We'll go like that.
Thank you kindly.
Let's actually talk to him too.
I hope... Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below. And up above, there's that humongous drake, and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
And of course there he is referring to the Cabra demon, the Hellkite drake, and of course the armoured boar as you enter the parish.
Here, I'm not here to chit-chat. We talk business, or we talk nothing at all.
So be it. We've had our dialogues there, and we'll move on.
What a waste of time. Go and fall off a cliff.
Wow, he's really not pleased, is he? Let's hope we can still roll with this. I mean, the buckler's not going to have too much impact on that. In fact, it's, you know, exactly the same as where we are now. Oh, we've not got the dexterity now? Is that right? Yeah, we've not got the dex to use it just yet, so we will just stick with that, I guess. The plank shield. and a bit of armor there as well. It's mid-roll, but you know what? I might actually stick with that. Also deselect some of these items that we won't be needing. There we go. We'll just use the chest piece just to cover up some of our, you know, rotting flesh there. Wooden shield. I think that weighs the same as well. Yeah, 1.5, that's fine. And it is also a little bit statistically better, I believe. Certainly in terms of physical. We will squeeze a humanity here too, you know, just to you know, improve our appearance a little bit. Reverse hollowing. Sweet. So yeah, I really do hope you guys are excited for this playthrough too. I know I certainly am. It feels great playing this game again. And of course we will be continuing Dark Souls 3, because just because I've stopped for the moment, you know, playing this, doesn't mean that I don't enjoy it, because I really do. I really do enjoy playing that game. It's just that this one, oh, you know, it scratches the itch. It really does, you know, hit the spot. And right now I've got the urge for it. Ooh, Undead Estus, eh? Pop in some of that heal. There we go. I think this guy's pulled now too. But yeah, in terms of the lore on this playthrough, I do find that kind of interesting that did get suggested. It was also a really sweet comment as well in the way the comment was phrased. Just good gameplay and exploring some of the lore the Beta Wolf way. You know, I really do feel like that was quite a, you know, sweet comment. Clearly liked the way I've done things in the past, which I do appreciate very much. Right now, as we're bonking these undead with clubs. But yeah, regarding the lore, is there any particular points that you'd like me to explore with that that I can talk about? Because some of it will be, you know, readily available in my mind. That I will be able to just throw out, having spent thousands of hours on this game, literally. Other bits we might need to scrub on a little bit, read some item descriptions and so on. That's just part and parcel of the game. You know, it's such a deep, intertwined, mysterious world that even with so many hours in the game, it is easy to forget the occasional thing. It is good that we are actually one-shotting these when we two-hand the club. Just cross that threshold. There we go. Ooh. Okay, I'm actually trapped here right now. I guess I'll just have to drop down here. Could have also kindled the bonfire too, and considering I have got a humanity for that, I probably will do it. Because I think we're going to need it for this fight. Like I say, it should certainly be interesting. Let's just say it won't be too straightforward. I must also, without trying to give too much away, I will say I don't think I'm going to want to fight too many bosses in the game, how I'm going to fight the Tyrus Demon, because it may just become really tedious as things go on. So we will do it for this one, but probably no other bosses in the game we will fight in the way that we will fight the Tyrus Demon. You guys will see why, but I just wanted to throw that out there to clarify. Ooh. And we are dead. Well, never mind, because I actually was caught in two minds there. My brain did freeze, because I was thinking, what's the point killing these guys when I'm just gonna, you know, run back to the bonfire to kindle it anyway. So we will actually squeeze up a little bit here. Try and remain focused as well, because this boss fight is going to be tough. Believe it or not. Humanity restored, and we will bump this up to 10. Well, yeah, we're not hollow, that's correct, but we will offer the humanity to the flame to, you know, kindle that thing up a little bit. Get the extra Estus going. And on we go. We can probably run back to him right now. That will probably, you know, be the right thing to do. Just get right onto the boss, because I feel like it could be time consuming. we've grabbed most of the stuff here right now anyway. I will come back for the Black Knight, in addition to... oh, here we go. Really? I missed that? I never fail that jump. That's a bad sign. That is not a good omen right there. But like I say, we will be coming back for the Black Knight there, and grabbing the Taystone Ring too. Not that it's going to be too crucial for us, but, you know, I don't want to just run past everything in this game. Which I've not been doing, as you can see. But it will just be nice to, you know, give the game a decent showcase while we're at it as well. There we go. Crystal Lizard incoming too. In these barrels. There he is. Don't miss. Got him. 2 large Titanite and 2 twinkling. That is godlike. That is brilliant, I do have to say. Into the boss fight we go. Oh my goodness. There we go. Let's see. It is definitely wise to take care of these 2 first. Oh boy, I can't believe I'm actually going to be doing this. Hey, Titanite Shadow for that guy too, very nice. Okay folks, here we go. You guys will now see what we're going to be doing. Yeah, that's right. Here we go. Oh, it's going to take so long though. Come on. Taurus Demon, let's go. Further up here, I don't want to get knocked off the edge. Okay. Okay, really? Okay, there was definitely some input delay there, trust me. I did actually click the dodge. Not a brilliant start, I know, but trust me, I definitely clicked that second roll. Fair enough for hitting me the first time, but the second time I totally hit that. Right, this is gonna be tedious as hell. Unless we can get him to fall off, that would be fine. Oh my god, I'm getting bodied. I've barely hit the guy. Oh, then again, it is actually a female. Believe it or not. Okay, I can't actually see us doing this. We're only hitting him for 2 damage. That's the same that you hit him for on New Game Plus as well, with fists. It's not the difficulty side of things, it's more the tedious side. It's just going to get probably a little boring for some of you, so I'm not sure if this is the best way to go, to be honest. And maybe in fact when he said the boar? Wait, I can't remember the Undead Merchant's exact dialogue now, but he may have actually been referring to this. Looking at, you know, the horns on the Taurus Demon's head, it is kind of resembling a boar in a way. I don't think I can do this, guys. I mean, I could. I believe in my ability to do so, despite getting hammered right now. But it's the time thing. It's not my style. I'd rather fight a boss on 10 HP, but having big damage than full HP and no damage at all. I wonder how much a plunging attack does. I know in the comments specified that I shouldn't use the plunging attack even with my fist, but I am actually curious to see what this damage does. Oh my god. Okay, we'll allow it. We'll allow it. We will use plunging attacks as well. Man, I regret wasting so much Estus in the early portion of this fight. We're going to have to do so well not to get hit now. I am going to get the humanity ready just in case. I don't want to just give up and quit and be like, we'll restart the boss with full Estus and try and do it properly. You know, concentrating a little more and not taking as much damage, but I feel like we're already in the fight now, so this will be it. I've missed out on the jumping bonus there, but All's good, folks. I do actually have to say, I love the soundtrack for this boss, though. I was actually talking to a friend recently, and I do have a bit of a special thing for a lot of the earlier bosses in the Souls games, both in terms of the fights themselves. Like, I actually think this fight is pretty damn interesting, you know, the way it's set up. And not just that, but the audio as well. The soundtracks for a lot of the early bosses in the games, I feel like are really on point. Like, for example, in Bloodborne, I really like the Cleric Beast soundtrack, as well as Gascoigne's. And Dark Souls 2, I don't feel that the soundtracks were too great. But, well, that just is what it is. And Demon Souls, who did I like there as far as the soundtracks go? The Vanguard, actually, I really like, and it's the first boss. It's basically the Asylum Demon, despite being a lot harder. This is going to turn into an hour-long video, folks. I seem to have tidied up my act a little bit, though, in terms of the gameplay, but that's a good sign, but this is going to take forever. I hope you guys don't mind this, and I hope it doesn't get on your nerves, but one of you guys in the comments did suggest this, so we will be continuing this for now. Maybe I'll break out some of the fire bombs a little bit just to chunk him down a touch, and the throwing knives, kill him with just consumables and fists. Come on, I think that cuts a bit more slack, right? Like I said, it's not a difficult boss. It's more the tedious sides of things, like I say. Oh yeah, fall. Alright, let's go. That's quite a lot of damage, actually. But you guys can appreciate the fact that we are toying with her. You know, we are spicing it up a little bit. It's not how you'd usually fight the boss. It makes things a bit more interesting than just the sword, I suppose. Considering you folks, as well as myself, have probably played the game a million times and also seen a million playthroughs. This is acceptable, guys, trust me. It is also one of those things, and I can talk quite a lot, but like trying not to exhaust my own dialogue of things to say during the fight, considering it's probably the longest Taurus fight ever recorded. Yeah, don't die now though. That would be ridiculous. Okay, we actually couldn't get out of there. We stood up. I spammed the roll button. And she actually hit us there just before we could actually, you know, get the roll off. It genuinely didn't let me go right there. I saw the attack coming as well. I was like, damn, this is it, we're gone. Have we got any throwing knives? That should probably make, yeah. And black firebombs as well. Okay, we can mix the fists and the fire attacks as well. We'll call the boss fight Flaming Fists. I think that'll be appropriate. Now let's go in. Probably won't need that this time. We will use the club to kill the folks up here. I'm not fighting everything with fists, guys, trust me. I mean, you guys could have even suggested the Caestus, and I would have gone with it and been like, okay, fair enough. But actually suggesting the damn fists with nothing else, come on. That's a bit ridiculous. So I know I'm not going to be executing this exactly as precisely as wanted, but I think you guys can cut me a touch of slack and understand the situation for sure. It's still a fun fight. Okay, I missed. Terrible fail. Come on. $121 there. 181 on the Black Firebomb. Much more powerful. I need to jab more as well. I'm going for Mike Tyson haymakers and things like that. Instead of actually getting a little... Whoop! Oh my goodness. You really can't write it, can you? Man, this video's getting called Gravity. I swear. Oh my goodness. Well, how about that for an interesting kill on the Taurus Demon? I wasn't even planning to get her to fall off there. But, man, she just thought, you know, praise the sun, I'm going. I'm out. Peace. Off I go. Wow. Falling to her death. The side of the cliff. Or, well, castle wall, I guess you could say. And there you go, folks, Taurus Demon. That boss is done and dusted. And, well, I'm interested to see what you guys have got to say about that one. Okay. A lot of fun, though. Interesting. Interesting take on the fight. Doing things a little bit differently there. Very nice. Got to say, I did enjoy it. And there we go. Baiting the Hellkite down. Clear the bridge out for us. And, of course, the one, the only... Solaire. Let's see the message first. Praise the sun, that's right.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it.
You sure about that?
I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Brilliant. I have actually played this playthrough, or played the game, I should say, in a playthrough with the Egghead. You know, when you get bitten off the worms in the Demon Ruins, you start scratching your head, and then the character forms an egg on the head, and the kicking attack turns into the, you know, like a worm headbutt. It does make me laugh having that Egghead form, and then this dialogue, which, when he says he gets that look all the time, and I'm thinking, really? Like a massive infected egg on the player's head? I don't know, I just see it to be a little amusing.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Of course, we'll hear him out.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
Of course we will.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
White Signs Soapstone.
We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Solaire. That also brings to mind another point, and I don't want to sound like a broken record here, because I have said it a few times. But then again, we are only on the few episodes, so new people may be, you know, coming in just to, you know, just to see. But this playthrough, guys, you really can suggest anything. There's so much that you can do in Dark Souls in so many different ways. You know, it's open to be anything, this playthrough. So if you'd like to do certain character storylines as well, we can also take a look at that. There really is anything. You know, the only limitation is your imagination, really, and what you'd like to see. So that's that. Now let's see if we've got any more dialogues from him, and then we'll kick the ladder down on the bridge and rest at the bonfire.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Man, Celeste's story is sad, and if you guys wish, we can explore that in more depth later. Okay, oh, there we go. Tyrus Demon done. A little bit of a surprise, you know, didn't go exactly how we planned it, to be honest. But yeah, we will kick the lad down there, and of course, as this is an interactive playthrough, we will probably be stopping the vid. What? You shooting me? You shooting me out there? Look at him, he shot me and then turned his back right away, pretending that he didn't do it. But yeah, we will probably be stopping the video here because, you know, normally I would record a little bit longer than this, you guys know, but considering it is a interactive playthrough, you know, I do need your guys' feedback on where to go next and what to do next. So we have done that portion of the game. I have somewhat fulfilled the first request in the comments. Killing the Tyrus Demon with fists, plus a little bit of a firebomb, and also gravity there as well. You know, I'm going to give myself, you know, half marks on that one. Half a point out of a point. So yeah, that does sum up that fight really nicely. I think it went pretty well. And in the comments as well, it is not, you know, the first comment wins on what I'll do. I will evaluate all the options and see how that goes, and if the same idea gets mentioned more than once, you know, we probably will have to go that route because, you know, the majority should probably rule there. I will hang on to these souls as well. You tell me where to put them, folks. What kind of build do you want? And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to say here. I really do hope you've enjoyed the episode. I know I certainly have. So yeah, this has been episode 2 of Dark Souls, You Say I Play. Thank you all very much for watching. It's goodbye from me. I'll see you next time.